Electronic music, it's a genre that has evolved and expanded in countless ways over the decades, from its humble beginnings in underground clubs to its explosive presence on the global stage. Electronic music has always been a dynamic and ever-changing force. It's a world of pulsating beats, hypnotic melodies, and ecstatic crowds. The energy is palpable, the atmosphere electric. Every beat, every drop, every melody has the power to transport you to another dimension. But within this vibrant universe, a constant tension exists. It's a push and pull, a dance between two opposing forces that shape the very essence of the music. It's the clash between the underground and the mainstream. The underground is where the raw, unfiltered creativity thrives, while the mainstream polishes and packages it for mass consumption. It's a dance as old as the music itself. From the early days of disco and house, there's been a clear divide. The underground scenes were the breeding grounds for new sounds and ideas, while the mainstream brought those sounds to a wider audience. From the early days of disco and house, there's been a clear divide. The underground was where innovation happened, where DJs and producers could experiment without the constraints of commercial expectations. On one side, we have the underground, a breeding ground for innovation and experimentation. It's where new genres are born, where the boundaries of music are constantly being pushed. On the other side, there's the mainstream, where catchy hooks and commercial appeal reign supreme. It's where the music is polished and produced to perfection, designed to appeal to the masses. This isn't just about the music, it's about culture. The underground and mainstream represent two different ways of experiencing and engaging with music. The underground is about community, about being part of something exclusive and cutting edge. It's about the DJs who spin the tunes, the unsung heroes who spend countless hours perfecting their craft, digging through crates of vinyl or scrolling through digital libraries to find that perfect track. The clubs where it all goes down, the hallowed grounds where music history is made night after night. These are the places where legends are born and memories are made. And the fans who live and breathe the music, they are the lifeblood of the scene, the ones who keep the energy alive, who dance until the sun comes up and then do it all over again the next night. Join us as we dive deep into this fascinating dichotomy. We'll explore the defining characteristics of each side, from the gritty, raw energy of the underground to the polished, high production value of the mainstream. We'll explore the defining characteristics of each side, understanding what makes them unique and how they contribute to the overall tapestry of electronic music. Hear from the artists and fans who shape the scene, the ones who live and breathe this music every day. Their stories, their experiences, their passion are what make this scene so vibrant and alive. And examine how these seemingly opposite forces actually influence and inspire each other. Despite their differences, the underground and mainstream are two sides of the same coin, each pushing the other to new heights and new horizons. To understand the underground, we need to travel back in time. Imagine dimly lit warehouses, secret raves, and a community united by a shared love for cutting-edge sounds. Underground electronic music emerged as a reaction against the commercialization of disco in the late 1970s. Pioneers like Larry Levan and Frankie Knuckles took the raw energy of disco and injected it with a DIY experimental spirit. They stripped away the glitz and glamour, focusing instead on raw, hypnotic grooves and pulsating rhythms. This was music made for dancing all night long, fueled by a sense of community and rebellion. These early innovators weren't concerned with radio play or chart success. They were driven by a passion for pushing sonic boundaries and creating experiences that transcended the ordinary. This ethos continues to define the underground today. So, what does underground electronic music actually sound like? It's a question that invites a multitude of answers, as the underground scene is as diverse as it is dynamic. Unlike mainstream music, which often follows a predictable formula, underground electronic music thrives on innovation and experimentation. It's a realm where artists are free to explore new sonic territories, unbound by commercial expectations. This freedom results in a soundscape that is constantly evolving, with new subgenres and styles emerging all the time. It's a diverse landscape, constantly evolving and defying easy categorization. From the pulsating beats of techno to the atmospheric textures of ambient, the underground scene encompasses a wide range of sounds and styles. Each artist brings their own unique perspective, contributing to a rich tapestry of music that is both innovative and deeply personal. This diversity is one of the underground's greatest strengths, allowing it to remain fresh and exciting even as it continues to grow and change. But some common threads run through its many subgenres, a focus on intricate rhythms, experimental soundscapes, and an emphasis on the DJ as a skilled selector and tastemaker. The role of the DJ in the underground scene is crucial, as they are often the ones who introduce new sounds and styles to the audience. Their ability to read the crowd and create a seamless musical journey is what sets them apart from their mainstream counterparts. In the underground, the DJ is not just a performer but a curator of experiences. From the deep, hypnotic grooves of minimal techno to the intricate breakbeats of drum and bass, the underground scene offers something for everyone. Each subgenre has its own distinct characteristics, but they all share a common goal: to push the boundaries of what dance music can be. This spirit of innovation is what keeps the underground scene vibrant and exciting, as artists are constantly experimenting with new sounds and techniques. Underground music is all about sonic exploration and pushing the boundaries of what dance music can be. It's a space where artists can take risks and challenge the status quo, creating music that is both innovative and deeply personal. This sense of freedom and creativity is what draws so many people to the underground scene, as it offers an alternative to the often formulaic nature of mainstream music. This sonic adventurousness is mirrored in the culture surrounding the underground. It's a culture that values authenticity and creativity above all else, and this is reflected in the way events are organized and the way people interact with each other. The underground scene is built on a foundation of mutual respect and a shared love of music, creating a sense of community that is both welcoming and inclusive. It's a world of intimate club nights, DIY venues, and a strong sense of community. These small, often hidden spaces are where the magic happens as people come together to share in the experience of the music. The DIY ethos is a key part of the underground scene, with many events being organized by the artists and fans themselves. This hands-on approach creates a sense of ownership and pride, as everyone involved feels like they are contributing to something special. Fans are drawn to the underground's raw energy, its sense of authenticity, and its commitment to pushing creative boundaries. It's a place where people can be themselves and express their individuality, free from the constraints of mainstream culture. The underground scene is a haven for those who are looking for something different, something real, and this is what makes it so special. It's about the music first and foremost, free from the commercial pressures of the mainstream. In the underground scene, the focus is always on the music and the experience it creates. This purity of purpose is what sets it apart from the mainstream, and it's what keeps people coming back for more. The underground scene is a testament to the power of music to bring people together and create something truly special. The lines between underground and mainstream are not always clear-cut. The underground scene, often characterized by its raw, unfiltered energy and innovative sounds, thrives in the shadows, away from the commercial spotlight. It's a breeding ground for creativity where artists can experiment without the constraints of mainstream expectations. On the other hand, the mainstream is where music reaches the masses, gaining widespread recognition and commercial success. But what happens when these two worlds collide? In fact, some of the most exciting moments in electronic music happen when these two worlds collide. This fusion can lead to the birth of new genres, the rise of innovative artists, and the creation of unforgettable tracks that resonate with a broad audience. It's a dynamic interplay that keeps the music scene vibrant and ever-evolving. Throughout history, there have been countless examples of underground sounds bubbling up to the surface and captivating a wider audience. These moments are often marked by a sense of discovery and excitement, as listeners are introduced to fresh, groundbreaking sounds that challenge the status quo. The journey from underground to mainstream is rarely straightforward, but it's always fascinating to witness. Think of the acid house explosion in the late 1980s, when tracks like Acid Tracks by Futura brought the raw energy of the warehouse to the pop charts. This movement not only revolutionized the dance music scene, but also had a lasting impact on popular culture, influencing fashion, art, and even social attitudes. When tracks like Acid Tracks by Future brought the raw energy of the warehouse to the pop charts, the infectious beats and hypnotic rhythms of acid house captivated listeners, drawing them into a world of pulsating lights and euphoric dance floors. It was a time of musical revolution where the underground sound found its way into the hearts of mainstream audiences, or the rise of dubstep in the early 2000s, a genre that emerged from the gritty clubs of South London and quickly gained international acclaim. With its heavy bass lines and syncopated rhythms, dubstep brought a new intensity to the electronic music scene, captivating listeners with its dark, brooding soundscapes. As artists like Scream and Burial took a sound born in the underground and pushed it into new, unexpected directions. Their innovative approach to production and willingness to experiment with different sounds helped to define the genre and pave the way for future artists. Dubstep's journey from underground clubs to mainstream festivals is a testament to the genre's enduring appeal and versatility. These crossovers often spark debate and controversy. Purists argue that the essence of the underground is lost when it becomes mainstream, while others believe that this evolution is a natural and necessary part of the music's growth. The tension between maintaining authenticity and achieving commercial success is a constant theme in the world of electronic music. Some underground purists bemoan the selling out of their favorite artists, feeling that the music loses its edge and originality when it caters to a broader audience. They fear that the underground scene will be diluted by commercial interests, losing the very qualities that made it special in the first place, while others see it as a sign of the genre's continued vitality and ability to reach new ears. They argue that bringing underground music to the mainstream can introduce it to a wider audience, fostering a greater appreciation for the genre and encouraging more people to explore its roots. This exposure can lead to new opportunities for artists and the growth of the music scene as a whole. One thing's for sure, these moments of convergence inject fresh energy into both the underground and mainstream, creating a dynamic and ever-evolving musical landscape. The blending of these two worlds can lead to unexpected collaborations, innovative sounds, and a renewed sense of excitement within the music community, pushing the boundaries of what electronic music can be. As artists continue to experiment and push the limits of their creativity, the line between underground and mainstream will continue to blur, leading to a future where the possibilities for electronic music are truly limitless.